Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Surviving Mars. And Surviving Mars is what we were doing in the last episode. Our first colonists arrived. We were working at our food situation. This crop is about done and harvested. Poor old Clinton Bruno, our scientist, is our one lone farmer. And once we pull all 5.4 food from that, then we should be able to tear it down, and then we're working actually on the decommission protocols here, so we can tear that down and make room for an apartment complex. Once we get the apartment complex on, we'll be able to bring in more people with more specializations, like these engineers, geologists, and those engineers there. If we can bring more of those two categories, we'll definitely be set. We'll probably need some botanists as well if we can bring the botanists in to get us some more food from that actual farm. No one's working it right now. We have it turned off just so we can finish up this crop nice and easy. We have our pickup truck picking up metal as per usual. Our RC commander is helping out. All of the drones are, doing the work in the local area, and our RC explorer is waiting for more anomalies. We were searching these areas around here outside of our little plateau, but unfortunately, if there are any anomalies down here or anything like that, we won't be able to get to them until we build a tunnel. So the tunnel is definitely what I would like to do this episode, at least get one started. That's going to be a pretty big haul. We've got 80 concrete, 20 metal, and 30 machine parts. We've got 45, so I think we can actually get to it and start working on our dedicated water production down here. We have a very high grade water, so we can pull a lot of water from this particular area. And then we've got some rare metals over here that a factory might be able to pull from both. We have a nice vista, which boosts the comfort, and our research over here, 20% research boost if we were to get a research-based dome around here. So our second dome, we've got some things that we can do. So let's go ahead, and since we do have the machine parts available, look for our tunnel. Let's see, we've got uneven terrain, but we need to be able to get down here with it. Let's see. Too far from a working commander, so that can't be our first dome, or our first tunnel. And it just sucks that we have all of this uneven terrain. It would kind of make sense if we put it right here by our stores and near our drones. That way they can get to it. Then the question is, yes indeed, our tunnel can get right here. So let's spit out a tunnel right here, let's say. And the drones can get to work on that. So that'll leave us with 15 machine parts to do basic maintenance with. We do have a machine part factory making 1.7 machine parts per day. We've got 6 days until the founder stage is done. So that means we can't bring any more passengers here for another 6 days unless someone is born in the dome. So that will reset the timer. We can get people up here quick, fast, and in a hurry. And this crop is almost harvested. As soon as that is done, I'd like to turn that off and tear it down, decommission it, and start working on this particular farm here. But yeah, everything should be awesome. We've got a lot of metal that our pickup truck is going to pick up. We can deposit it here as sort of an intermediary, but a lot of drones are going to work on this tunnel. So 16 out of 20 metal. There's going to be a lot of concrete used, but we've got more than enough concrete, a whole stack and a half. Machine parts are going to be the biggest thing. So hopefully our machine parts factory can keep that up. We're not restricted by, dang it, rockets that bring resources. So with that should be fine. All of our rare metals are going on this particular rocket. I know we're low on machine parts. That's fine. We need to get down here and build this tunnel. And all that's left is the concrete. So the machine parts that we have left are going to be the machine parts that we're going to be using. And then once this tunnel is built, we can send our remote RC commander down here to start water production, which will be very necessary indeed. We could probably run the power and water right around here. How is our generator? Nice. So our atomic accumulator is almost full, so any power outages can be covered by this guy very easily, and we're going to be, getting into the power, especially once we start pulling that water. What I'll do is I will keep the remote guy down here.
Achieved.
Nice, we produced food. There's a milestone. Let's turn this thing off then.
Sector scanned.
And then as soon as, let's go ahead and turn this on. So we can keep the food production up, just going very slow. No, I turned you off. As soon as that food goes away, we'll decommission it and just scrap it. So 2 metal, 1 nice polymer will be pulled away. So there we go. Scheduled for demolition. Hopefully, the food will remain. And then we need decommissioning protocols here to clear it. So that's all well and good. We'll have a husk of a tower right here for the time being. And indeed, our scientist Clinton did move over to start harvesting that wheat, and that's going to be very good. The soybeans will increase the soil quality by 10%, and then the wheat is going to keep it okay. So we'll do like soybeans, wheat, soybeans. And then once this wheat is done, we could do like soybeans, and then change that to potatoes. And that way we can keep a positive spin, getting that soil up and running a little bit better. And 250 research points is very good. Yeah, we're 3/4 of the way through our decommissioning protocols. So only a matter of time until our drones can clear that husk away. And that will leave us wide open for an apartment complex to get a whole lot more people in this dome. Hopefully some more botanists, hopefully some more geologists and engineers, and we can continue making that good stuff. We're 15 of the way on the refuel. This rocket will go back to Earth with those rare metals to get us some money. We're down to $695 million. So we need a good export for sure. This rocket, once it is fully done, we can send it on an expedition. There's a few expeditions where we need just a few drones to complete the expedition, so that will be all well and good. All right, let's go ahead and unload all of our metal here, please. And then once we drop all the metal, we can just continue to send our pickup truck down here to get all of this extra metal. I wish we had those shuttles, but you know what can you do? Yeah, 75 of 80. The tunnel is almost done and built. Just 5 more concrete. And I think this is the last little bit here. And then all of our drones will build the tunnel. We can start working on our water pump and really start getting a water surplus up in here. Yes, indeedy. Tunnel's almost built. A momentous day, and we can finally get down to the ground floor and get all of the stuff from the bottom. Up here we've got some water, some concrete. That'll be fine. We've got some rare metals and even more water. So this is going to be where we are going to do a lot of water. We can also build a sensor tower over here and start, I mean, that's a long haul, but building sensor towers on the 4 corners would help us uncover all of this land even more quickly. And we'll start moving. Yeah, I think we can get a power cable and a water pipe through here to connect that up. Come on, little drones. I know you got it. All right, we're making those machine parts 1.6. So, yep, there's a machine part dropped off there. And tunnel should be done soon. All the drones are like, wait, this is too much. I need to recharge. More drones are coming to help. Drone 3 and drone 6 coming to help the building process. And then we can get our remote downstairs to start working on that water. Once we get our pipes and everything connected, of course. Nice. Tunnel is done and ready to go. I like that we only build like one part of the tunnel for sure. All right, next bit, gather those resources, please. And then next step is running our power and water. Let's see, power cables, can we? It's kind of blocking. Let's do something like this. That way we can line this with even more power
Sector
production if
scan.
need be. And then we need our pipe valves. No, not our pipe valves. We need pipes. Connected to that pipe, and then run up to there. And then our tunnel will be connected and ready to go. Let's go ahead and send our boys through the tunnel to right here, let's say. Once we get all of that ready to go, we'll connect up our pipes. This was our last water tank, and it is full. We got a leak, huh? So right there on the power cord, hey, we need some drones assistance, please. All right, a remote guy is loaded up and ready to move, and he'll be down and away. Building's not working, huh? What did we do? Oh, doesn't function during dust storms. All right, so we're a little low on power. Oh no, power is good because I believe dust storms pick up the wind power. So we're losing a little bit of water, but all of these guys are decreasing at just 1. So we've got enough water output that I believe for the next 1 day we are going to be fine. We just need to repair up this power cable, get those pipes ready to go, and then start building our water pump, which should increase our water capacity quite a bit here. All right, so we need to bring some things for these guys. Let's go ahead and put down, let's see, our water extractor. Let's go over here. No cable connection, but that's fine. All right, power cable. We'll come over here and get that power connected, and then the pipes will be the same thing here. Come on, get off the power cable. All right, life support and our pipes. And then we just need to get our pickup truck down here to build this. We need concrete and machine parts, because of course we do. And probably some more metal to construct these pipes with. Yeah, we've got some metals. Metals. Yep, all metals for life support and all that good stuff. Another leak detected. Come on, drones, we need you to get on this, please. We're losing 22 power an hour, but that's fine. This thing is full and stored and discharged, and everything is going to be fine there as soon as our drones get our repair going. Our pickup truck is almost, well, I mean, it's halfway full. Let's send our pickup truck up here to bring the remaining parts required. So we've got a lot of metal on it. We need 2 machine parts, 6 concrete. So we need to pick up some concrete, and we need to pick up some machine parts. So let's load up some concrete. We just need to, we need 8 concrete and 2 machine parts, I believe it was. 6. So we need 6 concrete, 2 machine parts from our pickup truck. Slowly but surely, winning the race. Hopefully our drones can get these leaks repaired. Yes, indeed, we got one there ready to go. Doing the repairs. Dome should be fine though. Yeah, we're discharging oxygen just a bit, but we've planned for such an occasion. So the people in the dome are not going to be affected too awful much. Who are you? you're a scientist. How many scientists do we have going? Just one? I mean, that's not ideal. I'd rather you work on the, the science, what you're paid to do. Well, not really paid, but what you volunteered to do. Okay, old girl. I know you want to work here, Madonna, but guess what? You're here. Do science. Because the quicker we can get science done, the, let's see, 5, 6. All right, got the 6 concrete. We need 2 machine parts.
Unbiased information is essential to proper development.
And then once we get the 2 machine parts down, we can unload it, and all of our drones can go to work and get this water extracting.
Like in the Mars project,
and maybe even more water tanks.
and addressed without preconceptions.
This water tank is draining water quick. These water tanks are okay. If it's all connected up, they can provide all the water that we need.
Report indisputable facts in between good songs. Like this
Oh,
one,
that's a little bit too many machine parts here. Unload resources here, please. We just need to unload 3 machine parts. Because we want the drones to have as many machine parts as possible. There we go. All right, now that you are all set, please unload your resources. All. Right there. So he'll go through the tunnel, unload all that stuff, and we will finally have good water production after all this time. 19 days just going on moisture vaporators. We can actually get a water pump out here. All right, come on. Here he comes. Make way, drones. You are going to be very busy here in just a second. Now, I know this thing spits out waste rock, so we definitely need a waste rock dumping site. Or 2.
Sector scanned.
All right, I don't know how many metal that they are going to need, so I'll just let it continue dumping everything out. And then pick up, what's remaining here. Only 22 hours left on the dust storm. Power is going to be run. Pipes are going to be run. There's our 2 machine parts. And then we'll just sort of get out of their way. Let them build with what they need. Once they're done with the metals, everything will be fine. That is well within range, so we are going to be good. Machine parts are going for the water extractor. There's the second machine part. Construction is going, pipes are being built, so I think that is everything we need as far as metals go. Do we have water? Boom. And we can even amplify it. With 10 more power consumption but 25% production, it's making 6 water. Okay. All right, we'll load up all of this stuff, get all these metals back. What's the maintenance on this thing? Machine parts, because of course. So we'll definitely have to make sure that machine parts are being made. It just sucks that everything takes machine parts to keep running, for sure. But we should be making enough water. All right, where is our metal drop? How many metals do we have here? 7 out of 30. Go ahead and unload everything on here, please. All right, so our excess food. This guy will give us 4.3 food with the wheat. Let's see, growth time 2 souls, growth time 5 souls.
Crop failure reported.
Crop failure, no edible food has been harvested. Okay, so what we need to do then is just change this to wheat until we can get our food going. What we really need is more people.
Resources are low.
And we can't do that until 4 days and 17 hours. All right, scientists, go ahead and work here then. We'll need some food. We're still getting 300 or 400 passive science, so the decommission protocol will be done soon. Yeah, we're just in a bad way with the food stuff. If we only had just more people, and that's the kicker. I think we'll be fine on food. Geez, all these leaks. These drones are gonna be busy fixing all these leaks. Luckily, we have a lot of metal. Are these water? Yeah, increasing at 0.6. Once the dust storm is done, all of our vaporators will kick on, so our water pump is actually doing a good job of keeping our water at a surplus. That tank was almost completely emptied.
Research complete.
All right, decommission protocol done, so that means we can go over here and clear that building. Get parts back and all that good stuff. What is our next research on that branch? The smart home. Very comfortable, provides comfortable living space, and will recover sanity. That's certainly not bad. Amplify a bigger boost to production. Yeah, we were working on that. We'll go ahead and put the smart home down there just in case. All right. What technology is the drones? The drone hub. Oh, wow. So yeah, we've got an electronics factory as well as a prefab. We don't have the people to work it, and unless we want a second dome, I'm pretty sure that electronics factory, yeah, would take up everything. So we're not gonna build that just yet. So we might make a second dome for the electronics factory. We're pretty good on electronics. Not a whole lot seems to be using electronics. Yeah, y'all need to make some good food here. Apartments are 25 and 6. We've got plenty of polymers for that, and then it's just concrete to maintain it. It holds 24 residents, so that's gonna be very, very good. Go ahead and build those apartments, please, so the next group of settlers can all live in these apartments, and we can really start getting these factories pumping at 100%. And growing some decent food. You know, we'll be able to harvest some food. Yep, spacebar, everything is working well. Everything is awesome. All right, come on down and continue getting this metal, please. All right, so we're pulling some waste rock. I almost want to pull the 2 polymers down there to get more production out of it, but I mean, no real need to rush. We're running at a surplus as it is. All of our water tanks are refilling very slowly, but they are filling up. It just sucks that we're running. I mean, we're doing okay as far as the power production. The dust storm is really kicking off and spinning these wind turbines. Is this thing ready to launch yet? Ready for takeoff? Return to Earth? Or not. All right, so I guess we might as well just keep loading this thing up with rare metal then. Get the most money for us here. That means the rest of the fuel is going to Sokka 2. Or at least it will. And then we can send that on an expedition and might get something cool out of it. Who knows? Because I believe, yes, our polymer factory has more than enough fuel. Machine parts for maintenance. That's gonna suck. Electronics for maintenance. We've got enough for that. Machine parts for maintenance there. Yeah, we need to get more people here to work in this machine parts factory for sure. A lot of engineers. So we need 3 engineers, 7 engineers, 7 engineers, 2 geologists, and if we can make the rest botanists, that way we can start pulling this farm. That would be ideal. Try to get as self-sustaining as we possibly can. All right, we can, yeah, salvage that little holding area. As far as food goes, though, I don't think we need that extra food store, but we might, depending on how much food we get out of this wheat farm. But apartments are going up. There'll be plenty of space for people to live. 7 hours until the dust storm is gone. And this guy's harvesting all of the metal. So feeling pretty good. Everything is just sort of on autopilot right now. How's our oxygen? Decreasing at a very small rate. So our Moxies don't work during the dust storm, but there's only 6 hours left in it. We have plenty of oxygen reserve from all of these pipes. It would suck if like the main pipe going into the dome failed. Then they would start suffocating like crazy. Yeah, apartments going up. These guys have plenty of metal to work, 2 electronics to maintain. All right, apartments are in and ready to go. So now we've got quite the capacity for people. This will be a good first dome. Once we get this dome all set up and self-sustained, then we can work on our second dome. Low resources for machine parts, that is actually my worry. Another leak detected. Going to the water, because of course. Luckily, nothing else should be affected. But these guys are going to start really suffering on the water side. All right, boosting, boosted, boosted, boosted. Let's take a look at that. Just go around the horn here. Actually, we have a little bit of land here that we might be able to do something with. A little bit of land there, and there, and there, and then let's just go outwards in a spiral. All right, y'all need to keep on working. We know we had crop failure. We know the sector was scanned. Come on, guys. Fix your leak. We got a bunch of drones sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing when there's a leak here. Yeah, it'll be nice to get this thing lifted off. How's fuel over here? 20 out of 30. This one's almost ready to go on an expedition. Why is no one working in the machine parts factory? Y'all need to stop doing your own thing. All right, we've got 1 scientist with no morale. Well, it said no morale. We got 1 there. We've got 1 on each shift there. We've got 2 of our scientists doing food there. 2 geologists doing there. Engineer, engineer, engineer. Did someone die? Like, I don't know where our other engineer went. Did they go over here to work in the polymer factory? Because you sure shouldn't. Jesse, you're working in the machine parts factory, please. Select. Now, if they could do double shifts, that would be awesome. Fire. Fire. No, don't come back here. Go over here. You shouldn't be unemployed. There's plenty of work for you to do right here. You, work there. Stop complaining. All right, rocket ready to lift off. bringing back 13 rare metal. And then this one should be ready to lift off soon. All right, where is our other engineer? No, we don't want to reject specialists. Well, we kind of do. So we've got Jesse working machine parts. He didn't go over here. Got 2 geologists working there. You're fired. Come on, pop on out. Or are you going to automatically work over here? There. I fired you, Irwin. Or is that shift done? Yeah, that shift's done. Those were the 2 that were actually working there. Tell you, they think they know what's best for them, and they don't. All right, unload that metal there, please. So we're building up our power, oxygen, all that good stuff. That one was full. We've got full power. Water should be filling up. Yeah, 1.7. We're getting all of our water back. Food is a little bit of a concern. It's going to make 11.1 food if they finish. I wonder if I could just like cycle them back and forth. Like open up first shift, they join first shift, and then make them work second shift to put all this food out. Might be an idea. I haven't tried that before. But I want to know. Yes, you're fired. All right, who's unemployed? You're unemployed. Living in the house, just chilling. Where are you at? Pearl. Your new workplace is going to be the machine parts factory. Get to work. Get off your lazy bum. Is that you right there? Get off your bum and go to work. Get me my machine parts. Tell you what. All right, 7 more fuel and that thing can go out on an expedition. All right, oxygen should be coming back up from our Moxie. It's increasing at 1 per. Might not be a bad idea to get another Moxie up in here. But, you know, that's more maintenance and everything like that. As long as we're increasing our oxygen levels, we should be fine. And you all need to stop just choosing your own job here. So we've got 4 food there on the thing ready to go. As soon as second shift is over, we'll open up first shift. Because we need this wheat. We need the quickest growth possible. And they only need to survive 3 more days and 14 hours, and we can start getting another group of folks up here with more specializations, all that good stuff. Stored waste rock. Okay. We're producing 10, so good water. Good water production. It's spreading out on all of our tanks, but once these tanks get full, then, you know, it'll all go over here. It's interesting that 1 water tank did most of the heavy lifting during that dust storm, but no one died, and that's a bonus.
Scanned.
Oh, I tell you what. So nothing over here in the corner. We'll work on these edges a bit. Just sort of see what we can get on the extreme edges. Yeah, it's going to be a long 3 days and 12 hours, I say. Hopefully these guys can pull. Yeah, get your rest, because guess what? You're going to be working in the morning too. Go ahead and sleep. You're going to need it. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of people here. If they can pull 9 food, like that'll be enough to sustain them. And we'll have a rocket to send back. That should be returned to Earth by the time that happens. And 5 more fuel away from Sokka 2. Then we can send it on an expedition. One of those that just require 3 drones to do. I haven't been on an expedition before. All right, so that metal is full. Yeah, let's go ahead and get another metal depository over here. I think I destroyed one. But at least the metals will be nearby. Unload all of that metal, please. We've got metal and concrete for days, that's for sure. And we're halfway through our overcharge breakthrough. Amplify upgrades get a bigger boost to production, so everything that we've amplified is going to do even better, which will keep us going here. Yeah, it looks like it's counting the 5 food here in storage as our only food, when really the grocery store has 9 other food. But as soon as first shift rolls around, we'll work the wheat field and then change them to second shift. Tell them to do this one last big push for food. You guys full? Increasing at 1.7. So that'll be filled up pretty soon. That'll be filled up pretty soon. This will be filled up pretty soon, and then all that extra water will go to this tank here and really start increasing. Luckily, that's just metal to maintain.
I'm Panem Askinen, and you're listening to
Hildegard.
Mars Official Radio.
You're the grocery
This
store
planet will
worker.
require the same social
That's good.
institutions that are required
Get
on
some
Earth.
sleep.
Hospitals, retirement homes.
Yeah, no one
schools,
working on the
schools.
space bar on
As
third
a
shift.
trained
Everyone
educator,
should be
I
sleeping.
believe that Mars will need a custom educational system, more efficient and less time-consuming. How do you
Yep,
think
12
the
out of
system should be
14.
designed? Share your thoughts. Write us a letter. Listen to this.
We still got 2 guys on second shift doing machine parts. And this will be 28 out of 30. We'll send an expedition here as soon as our fuel is made. 12 per soul is pretty good. Oxygen still increasing here. We're still making 1.2 polymer. Now, those are engineers and these are engineers. Let's pull off one engineer. And then your new job, my dear, will be machine part factory. Make 2.4 machine parts, please. Because we're pretty good on polymer, we could probably shut down the polymer plant as a whole, really. But I'll keep one there just to sort of maintain polymer production. But yeah, machine parts is definitely going to be where it's at. Middle-aged, working at the polymer factory. So it's first shift, it looks like. All right, we can pull 7.3 food if we get this food pulled. Our farmers are going to work. Everything is awesome. Our one guy's working polymer factory. Machine parts should be okay. Now we need more metal. Go ahead and do that, please. All right, so water production should be okay. Yeah, it says we're good on water. That's full, so now this water tank should be, yeah, filling up at 5.9. All the excess water is going over here. Power is okay, so just machine parts and food. And we're working on the machine parts, for sure.
Sector
All right,
scan.
Sokka 2 is ready to launch. Let's send it on an expedition. And I think Project Atoll just needs 3 drones. All right, waiting for required payload to arrive, waiting to unload unnecessary cargo. So it only needs 15 fuel then. That's cool. Yeah, we can store all that excess fuel over here. Nice. So it's unloading 15 fuel and loading 3 drones. That should be okay. That excess fuel is going to be stored right here. We can hold 30 of it. Polymer factory still has the fuel that it needs. Yeah, I didn't know we only needed 15 fuel, so that will save in the long run. We can just load up the rocket when it comes back. This rocket's almost to Earth. With 13 rare metal, we should get a bonus to money. We might do some outsourcing. 1,000 for 200 million. We can get the overcharge amplifications done, but we'll save our money just in case there's an event or something that we have to spend a lot of money. I'm not sure, you know, if we need it, but it's better to have it for sure. Now, Rare Metals factory is working well. How's our food? 6.2. We definitely need our scientists to keep on working. We might be able to pull 6.2 food out of this thing, which will sustain us for the next 3 days, for sure. That'll be a good thing, for sure. And then when we send up another rocket with people in it, they'll bring their own food, 12 more food. So we'll definitely be fine, especially if we can bring some botanists to start working this farm. We can restrict it to botanists only. Bring a crap ton. Work on engineers. Geologists, we only need a couple. So this next time, engineers and botanists are going to be the primary focus, for sure. All right, working on this one. Probably not going to find much there or there or there. I'm just hoping that there's something nestled right there in those. All right, pickup truck is picking up all the extra metal. And this little intermediary is almost full. Once we bring all of those metals over. All right, unloading 9 fuel. We need 3 drones. I don't know if it automatically assigns 3 drones, but we might have to. Once the fuel's unloaded, we'll take a look at it. How's our water? Nice and full. It does just require metal to upkeep. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get another water storage here. Let's do that. We have plenty of power, so we don't need to do that. So maybe another oxygen tank as well. Just to make sure that we are not going to run out anytime soon. 3 metal, and it only takes metal to upkeep, I believe. So it never hurts that since we're running a surplus,
Funding received.
$260 million from our rare metals. So it could be a whole lot better, but it could be a whole lot worse as well. I'm surprised this thing isn't sending more drones to unload all of this fuel. If I'm honest. It's well within range. So if we pack drone for reassignment, packs it into a drone-free prefab, can be used to reassign drones between controllers. So if we get all the fuel off of this thing and we don't have 3 drones automatically assigned, we'll pull 3 off. I'm kind of upset there's no anomalies that have popped up in the recent area here. If we get lucky with a meteor storm or something, it might prove another anomaly. And just getting this overcharge breakthrough would be very, very handy. I think I do want to outsource 1,000 for 200 for the next 5 souls. So we'll get some outsourcing done, get the overcharge breakthrough done. Then we'll work on drone hubs, drone swarm, and then the smart home. All right, 4 fuel left. I figured there'd be more drones excited to come on here and unload this fuel. And that's all well and good because we'll be able to keep fuel nearby in an emergency situation. 3 fuel left. We'll see about our drones, and then we'll send our rocket to investigate that planetary anomaly. And it's the first time that I've ever done something like that, so that's pretty good. So 3.8 extra oxygen. Start supplying the grid at 5, and then this tank is getting 6.9 extra water. Yeah, that water boost is quite fantastic for that pump, for sure. And it's going to last like a really long time, and when we run out, we don't have that far to go to get the second water deposit, but 13,100 left. We've only used 300 water and 10,800 on very low water. But we've got plenty of water downstairs for sure to work all that out. So 1 fuel.
This is Mars official
And it looks like this drone is going to pull it out. As soon as this fuel is offloaded, we'll select 3 drones here and pull that off. All right, required payload, 3 out of 3 drones. So it looks like those drones were auto-magically assigned. All right, off it goes. All right, see you later. Find something cool at the planetary anomaly, please. And there it goes. Try to get a dome side view. That's pretty cool if you were like sitting on your balcony and you saw that rocket take off like that. But what it finds, we will have to wait until the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and unload all these resources. So we've got a actual water pump running. We've got a new oxygen and water tank. We are starting to analyze a new planetary anomaly. We've got a tunnel providing power and water all the way from downstairs, and we can... Is there any anomalies down here that we can research? Nope, comfort boost. So no anomalies, unfortunately. If we do find any anomalies on the ground, we can send our explorer down there. We're outsourcing resources, and we still got 3 people producing all kinds of machine parts. So we're sort of stemming the tide here. And I don't know if we managed to pull food out of that or not. Looks like we pulled a little bit. We did pull a little bit of food. So as long as they keep working, we'll be okay. Definitely going to survive for the next 2 days and 10 hours, though, on the food we got. So that's all well and good. All right, we've unloaded
Sector
20
scanned.
of those. We're full up on metals there, so go ahead and unload them here then. Get all of our metals unloaded, and that's going to do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Surviving Mars video, where hopefully we discover what this planetary anomaly is. Might get some good research from it, but we'll just have to wait until then. Take care.